You're doing Monday.com automation workflows completely wrong, and it's costing you hours every single week. Most teams are still manually updating statuses, sending notifications, and moving tasks around like it's 2020. But Monday.com's automation engine can eliminate 90% of your repetitive work in just 10 minutes of setup. Here's the problem everyone faces. You're drowning in busy work. Someone changes a project status, but half your team doesn't know. A deadline approaches, but nobody gets reminded until it's too late. Tasks sit in the wrong column while you're manually dragging them around like digital post-it notes. Your Monday.com board looks organized, but behind the scenes, it's chaos because you're not leveraging the automation recipes that can run your entire workflow on autopilot. Let's fix this right now. First, navigate to your Monday.com workspace and click on any board where you're doing repetitive tasks. Look for the lightning bolt icon in the top right corner of your board view. That's your automation center, and it's about to become your new best friend. Click on that automation button and you'll see the recipe selection screen. This is where Monday.com shows you pre-built automation templates. Start with something simple like status change notifications. Select the recipe that says, when status changes to something, notify someone. This is your foundation automation that keeps everyone in the loop without you lifting a finger. Here's where most people mess up. They pick the wrong trigger. The trigger is what starts your automation, so choose wisely. If you're managing a content calendar, your trigger might be when the status changes to ready for review. If you're handling client projects, it could be when a deadline approaches in 3 days. Click on the status drop-down in the automation recipe and select the specific status that should trigger your workflow. Now customize your notification. Click on the Notify Someone section and choose who gets alerted. You can notify the item owner, specific team members, or entire groups. The notification will include the item name, the board it's on, and any custom message you want to add. Type something like your review is needed or deadline approaching in the custom message field. If you're finding this valuable, hit that subscribe button. We post tech tutorials daily and we're just getting started with these game-changing Monday.com workflows. Here's where it gets powerful. Click Add Another Recipe and let's create a deadline reminder system. Select the recipe when date arrives, notify someone. This automation watches your deadline column and sends alerts before tasks become overdue. In the date column dropdown, select your deadline or due date column. Then set it to notify 3 days before, 1 day before, or whatever timeline works for your team. But we're not stopping there. Create a third automation for task assignment. Choose the recipe when status changes to something, assign someone. This automatically assigns the next person in your workflow when a task moves to a new stage. For example, when status changes to ready for design, automatically assign it to your design team lead. This eliminates the back and forth of whose turn is it now. Now let's build something more sophisticated. Click Create Custom Recipe at the bottom of the automation panel. This opens Monday.com's full automation builder where you can create multi-step workflows. Start with a trigger like when item is created and add multiple actions. First action, assign to project manager. Second action, set priority to medium. Third action, send notification to stakeholder. You're building a complete intake process that runs automatically. Here's a workflow that will blow your mind. Create an automation that says when status changes to complete, move item to another board. This creates a pipeline where finished tasks automatically move to your completed projects board, keeping your active workspace clean. In the recipe builder, select your completed status, then choose the destination board from the drop-down menu. For teams managing client work, build this automation. When deadline passes and status is not complete, change priority to high and notify team leader. This catches falling through the cracks tasks before they become disasters. The system is watching your deadlines and escalating automatically when things go sideways. Advanced users, listen up. Monday.com's integration automations connect your board to external tools. Create a recipe that says when item is created, create a card in Trello, or when status changes, send message in Slack. Click on the Integrations section in your automation panel and connect your Monday.com workspace to your other essential tools. Your project updates can automatically post to your team Slack channel, or new leads can simultaneously create tasks in Monday.com and contact records in your CRM. Here's the pro tip that changes everything. Use conditional logic in your automations. Instead of when status changes, use when status changes and priority is high. This creates smart automations that only trigger under specific conditions. Click Add Condition in any recipe to set up these intelligent filters. You might create an automation that only notifies the CEO when high-priority tasks become overdue, or only assigns urgent items to senior team members. Test your automations before going live. Monday.com's Automation Center shows you a preview of what will happen when each recipe triggers. Click the Test button next to any automation to see exactly who gets notified and what actions will occur. This prevents automation spam and ensures your workflows behave exactly as intended. Monitor your automations through the activity log. Click on the bell icon in your Monday.com workspace to see every automated action that's occurred. This audit trail shows you which automations are working hardest and where you might need adjustments. If you see too many notifications going out, dial back your triggers. If important updates are getting missed, add more comprehensive notification rules. The secret sauce is layering automations. Don't just create one recipe per board. Build complementary automations that work together. Your status change automation triggers notifications. Your deadline automation prevents delays. Your assignment automation keeps work flowing. Together, they create a self-managing project system that runs while you focus on high-value work instead of administrative busywork. Your Monday.com workspace should work harder than you do. These automation workflows eliminate the repetitive tasks that drain your energy and slow down your team. You're not just organizing projects anymore, you're orchestrating an intelligent system that keeps everyone aligned, informed, and productive without constant manual intervention. Remember, at TechNavigator Pro, we help you navigate your tech journey with confidence. These Monday.com automations transform scattered project management into streamlined workflows that run themselves. Subscribe for more tutorials that turn complicated software into competitive advantages, and start building automation workflows that give you your time back while making your team more effective than ever.